Yo, welcome back to the show. Today I have with me the rank 3 Aether player.
You did not just say that.
Oh my god, you know I had to do it. The Aslan Zo. How do I say the last name?
Just say as, man. Just say as.
XO.
Just say as.
Yeah, okay, bro. Alright. Anyway, so let me tell the audience the story about this game. So, I have this, I was rage queuing, I was tilt queuing. Listen, I'm not a saint. I know I made that video about toxicity, but listen, our inner demons get the best of us. I was tilt queuing, and I got my boy Aslan on my team, and I fucking inted on his ass. I fucking lost the game single-handedly. So the main point of this video right now is I'm gonna use myself as an example. Here's the thing, like, I don't like to rag on people when they take L's. Like, you already took the L, you don't need me ragging on. But as for myself, I can handle it. I'll take the L. And Aslan sent me the DMs after. He was like, bro, why do you suck dick? And I was like, you know what, bro? You have the VOD? We watch this shit back. He was like, I bet, I got you. We watch this shit back. So here we go. So thanks for coming on the show, man. Thanks for saving this VOD. This is from season 3. I think my character is in like middle top 100. I have not been playing on Aether that much at all. Like, my crystal character is top 30, and I'm thinking like I might just make a primal character. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, I think in this account, my main on Aether is like 900 elo. It's like whatever. It's like trash. And then my account on crystal is like 1300, but you're like 2500 in this game, so you're just getting inted on. So yeah, hit the play button. Let's see the fucking damage.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this. This should be the freest game of my life because I have 2 good players on my team. Sorry, 3 good players. And then my good player just turns into a flat one because he wants to run in 1v5 like he's carrying dogs. Okay, dude,
so is this the paladin shit? The day where I was like losing it about a paladin?
Yes. It's just that day. But there is no paladin in this game. You just, I don't know.
Lost it. Okay.
All right.
Let's watch it.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
It's
fine. We're watching. There was a withdrawal too before this game, so that's
sussy.
Yeah, it's only like you were the fucking win trader because you ran in 1v5 versus a Rally Weaver. Just kidding. It's all good, bro.
Dude, I'm the win trader, bro.
No, I'm joking. It's all good, bro. All right. What's your teams? You have no idea how happy I am to see this team, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So we're coming into loading screen.
Me, Yuri, and Rare on the same team with Aslan. Dude, this is like an easy carry. Like, we should carry for sure.
I don't care who's on the enemy team. When you have 1 to 2 good players, you know you can win every time. Yeah. Bumbleflex is not like the strongest solo queue player, but the thing is he's playing Bard. He's playing Bard. He's fine. The lowest ranked player is doing the right decisions the entire game. Let's keep track of that. Let's see. Okay.
Yes.
Rare 90. It's a little off. It's all good. And they have, all right, Revna Lundor. That's a machinist with Rami B's name on it. You should know that in loading screen.
Yes,
we have a Weaver in the front line on Reaper. We know this guy's never dying unless we focus him, so we have to hit the Reaper. We have Silver Deeds, a player who's addicted to the crystal. They're always going to be on the point. We have a summoner who I've barely seen, but they're pretty good, and we have Terracon Dancer. Okay. So when you're in the loading screen, you already know how this game is going to play out. You know that the machinist wants you as the ninja. You know the Reaper is unkillable, but you have to kill him, right? Because he's the only front line. And you know that the white mage is also going to set the point.
Yeah, that's actually that's all right. Why don't you just like explain to the audience like your thought process on loading screen? Like, do you do this every game?
Yes.
Do you always do this? Okay,
so I mean, there's 2 ways to look at it. You can look at your jobs and you can look at your players. I care more about players than jobs, but the jobs that the players are on is still important, meaning they have 1 melee, and the only way we win the game, which is pushing the crystal, that's how crystal conflict works, surprisingly, is by killing the melee who's going to be sitting on the crystal. The problem is that I have 2 melees who think that they need a dive backline perma, and they just want to kill everyone else except for the guy on the crystal. So poor Bumbleflex and poor Rare 92 are going to be sitting hitting a Reaper, never killing him while our melees dive backline. Okay, so the thing is ask yourself what your win con is when you're in loading screen. If your win con is killing frontline, kill the frontline. If your win con is killing a black mage, kill the black mage. But 99% of the time in solo queue, you should be hitting the guy on the front line because that's the person holding the point. If you can be pushing the point, you are more likely to win the game. You want to break 50 as fast as possible. If a Reaper is sitting point the entire game, you will never break 50. We'll keep that in mind as we watch the VOD.
Yes, as I enter your game more.
Okay, so I mark you ignore for some reason. I don't know about
you marked me ignore because I think I was like you were queuing up Ninja and I was just doing like the Aether dog shit. You know the Aether dog shit where it's like
no, I think I DM'd you like I'm happy to see my game. It was just a playful mark, man. I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like I'm actually
because
DMing
I
you.
remember like you were queuing up as Ninja and then like I was literally like Aether dogging for the whole game and like got you as white mage. I was like super tilted this day for no reason.
Okay, so our this is where I'm already like things are going down.
The frontwards back.
Okay. So we don't need to engage. We don't ever need to engage these guys, right? But we will because it's solo queue.
Hold on.
And
can you explain like why do we not need to engage?
Okay, we are playing on Polystra. We have two melees, a black mage with perma CC. They have 1 melee and 4 range. If they walk up into this 50%, open area, any target we call, any range that we choose to die is always going to die if they step up. If we step up into them, my entire team gets line of sighted. The bard gets line of sighted. I get line of sighted. The black mage gets line of sighted. We cannot chase into their base. We cannot follow them. I will try to follow my melees, but I should not be following people that are trying to dive their backline. We can just wait for them to push, or we can hit the guy in front. But what's going to happen here, we're going to play the VOD, is our Dragoon is going to backflip in, which you should never do on Dragoon, by the way. You should never forward elusive jump into the enemy team for any reason. That is not how that class plays, all right? But this guy's going to backflip in. He's going to ignore.
Hold on. I should mention for
yes,
the viewers.
Yeah, you're good.
Aslan plays Dragoon on a tournament level for the team or the skill issue. So when he gives like a Dragoon recommendation, he's not like talking out of his ass. So, we're getting a lot of value. It's a 2-for-1 piece right here.
Okay. Yes, we're actually going to coach Rami V and Yuri Sukihana because this guy trolled 10 times harder than Rami did this game. Okay? And this is a good player. So I'm allowed to say
Yuri's
that.
A friend,
Yuri is a friend. I'm allowed to flame this guy because he trolled harder.
He'll survive. He'll survive.
So what's going to happen here is our Dragoon is going to jump in 1v5. They're going to they're not even going to call a target. They're just going to start hitting whoever they want. And they got instantly polyed. Let's run that back 2 seconds in the VOD. And let's see why you should never run in 1v5 against a white mage. He's going to jump in. He's going to get polyed mid-jump. He gets insta-polyed, and he almost dies. He lives by, the skin of his teeth.
Like a mini,
and I'm
here.
Yep.
Does he make it out?
Entire he gets out. He gets out because we're there to kill him.
So I think I call Aurelia here.
I call. I'm calling. I'm calling this game. I'm calling. So surprisingly, we're gonna run that back a bit. Let's break down what happens here. So what the Dragoon is doing here is fucking terrible. If he dies, we throw our entire game. We're fighting a 4v5 and they're full HP, full mana. He's lucky. This play is never good. Okay? It's going to work out for us because they used everything on him and they can't press their buttons. But if these players were a little bit better, this guy dies every single time.
He gets 1 globaled, right? He gets
yes. Even in solo queue, this guy should get 1 globaled. He should be dead. He only lives because he gets Mesui and Cure 2'd and he's lucky. And you don't want to make plays that rely on luck, right? You want to make the consistent play that's going to make you climb. And this is never consistent. This is never smart. You don't ever want to jump in 1v5, okay? Especially versus a white mage. So, I don't know why this guy did this. He didn't even call a target. I called the summoner, not him. But just don't do this. Too many players do this, right, in solo queue. They feel the need to accelerate the game. They feel the need to make the difference before the game starts. You don't have to do this, right? So
actually, could you hold on? You just said something. You just said like a gold mine there. Could you explain this like concept? Like you do not need to accelerate the game. Can you explain that a little bit further? Because I think that's something that a lot of players need to hear, even myself included. Like I am guilty of getting impatient and just want to get in there. And, I want to play the video game. I want to get in there and press buttons, but like that you don't have to do that. Can you explain more on this topic? I think this is a great topic that you just brought up by accident.
Okay, so in CC, you have the base win con in CC is whoever has the highest crystal push or whoever pushes the crystal to the spawn wins, right? So you have 5 minutes to make decisions that are going to let your team push into their base while staying alive, while killing the enemy, and hopefully winning team fights, which is going to let you push the crystal more. Accelerating the game, the concept of that is saying, I want to make a play that's going to make this game go by faster, that makes my team push the crystal faster or makes them push into us faster. When people die, the game accelerates tenfold because you're down a player or the enemy is down a player. When someone is down a player, you can make more aggressive plays. When you're up a player, you can make more aggressive plays on your side as well. Okay, so a lot of melee players feel the need to be the ones initiating the opening fights. They feel the need to be the ones that make the difference at the start of the game. Because whoever wins the opening team fight is likely going to get the first crystal push. But the first crystal push does not decide the outcome of the game. A prominent example is C9. A lot of the times in C9, people will throw in the opener, people will die in the opener, and the enemy team pushes to 50 for free every single time. Now the thing is, does the team that pushes to 50 in C9 always win the game? No.
No,
they just won the opening fight.
Yeah,
so we can recover from this play, but if it doesn't work out, my team just has to back off and fight 4v5 and wait for him to respawn. So he accelerates the course of the game on either side, but it's not in our favor. He's making a play that's in their favor at least like 80% to 20, right? But it works out because the players are worse. You should never use the enemy player skill to decide whether or not your play is good or not. It's never the right play because the odds are not in your favor. Okay, so you're making the game pass by faster. You're gonna make it accelerate faster. You're gonna make us get the initial push if we win, and you're gonna let them get the initial push if they win. But the outcome of the game does not get decided off of this. You're just making it harder if you actually wanted to win.
Yes.
Okay, you have a 60-second white mage LB. If you wait for the 4-minute mark, you have an LB. The enemy white mage has an LB. If you wait for the 90-second mark, you have 3 LBs or 2 LBs. No, you have 2 LBs. You have Ninja Dragoon, and then the black mage gets his LB at 60, and the bard gets his LB at 3 minutes. Okay, so that's another thing too. You can keep in mind your team LBs, and you can think, can I just play slow? Can I wait for my team to gen their LB and wait for that fight? Or do I want to make this play now and just try to kill people? Okay, if you're playing a class that can engage, go ahead. No, you're good.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, so right now it seems like the more better play, or like the higher consistent play in a majority of times, is like playing it slow. Do you feel like there's ever a situation where you should go for an aggressive start? What are the conditions for like going for a slow start or going for an aggressive start?
So I'm primarily a ninja player these days, and the only classes that I will support you making an aggressive accelerating play is on a warrior or ninja. And even then, you don't have to. Because if you're playing a mirror matchup, and let's say you're not better than the enemy warrior ninja, they can just be the person that's on the defensive always has the advantage in CC.
Yes, that's just how it works. Thinking about. I was about to say, like, ninja versus ninja is you just wait for him to go in first. And the team that's playing defensively always has an advantage. Because what does the Dragoon get here, right? Let's think about what the Dragoon gets here by jumping in 1v5. They use a bunch of damage stuff on him. He should die, but he doesn't. But he has to waste his guard, and my ninja has to use an offensive Mudra to heal him. I have to heal him instead of doing damage, and we lose our offensive. So he turns an offensive play into a defensive play for the rest of his team because he's selfish. He doesn't think he has a team, so he thinks he needs to do this. So what's happening is the enemy is actually on the offensive when they were initially in the defensive spot. Okay, so we are down everything right now. Okay, you are jumping in 1v5. You're turning your offensive play into a defensive play for your team, and then the enemy can go full offense now. They can just run us down if they're good. Well, yeah, because now it's like I don't have damage, and he also lost his he basically lost his all HP bar, so he doesn't have any defensives yet. So like we're actually we're gonna be like kind of down on this fight.
If you look at the debuff bar, you can see all the stuff this guy has. He has Mesui, he's in guard, he has Payon from the Bard or whatever that is, and he has Aquaville, and he's getting cured by me. His entire team is reacting to him making a terrible play and saving him out of it, right? So this guy would usually always die here. If he didn't have Rami B healing him, if I wasn't healing him, he's always dead. Okay, let's move on for this. This is just too much.
We'll just continue.
Okay.
It's fine.
So, he's getting cured. We called. So, okay, you can see me call the Reaper here.
Yeah.
So I called the Summoner, and then you immediately see me click on the Reaper and put my target macro on the Reaper, and I'm calling the Reaper because the Reaper is their only front line. If we kill this guy, if the enemy team wants to stop the point, they have to send their range to sit on it. When a range class is sitting on the point, they are always susceptible. Range classes do better from range, surprisingly, right? So if you kill their only melee, it's almost like the game is really easy. So
yes,
keep that in mind when you're playing solo queue. Kill whoever's in front. It's always better for you. So we're running down the Reaper. I still have him marked. I'm waiting for Flatus. I'm bad and I mistime my thing. He dies anyways. So I'm going to go to the Crystal now. And Yuri's getting out. At this point, we win the fight. We're fighting a 4v5. So we have the luxury of potting. I have 1.5 pots left. Yuri has no pots. You can see both of us potting right now. Because we won the fight and we get to push the Crystal for free. Now, Rami B, where are you at?
I'm fucking dragged him in the back.
For some reason, after winning the fight, Rami B feels the need to put more pressure that we don't need on the enemy, like he's gonna kill them. And to an extent, you can get away with that on Ninja. Okay, you can get away with it, but you need to do it.
In saying, like, you can
there's just no point.
This is like a fucking trash player, to be honest. I'm like not.
But you're not even on the right person. If you wanted to do this, you should be hitting Silver Deeds because Silver Deeds is in the front line. But you're in the back, right? You're in the back line. What are you doing, Rami V?
Yes, bro.
So
I acknowledge my failures.
It's all good. So our Bard is frontlining right now because he feels the need to push the Crystal. And I was potting, my Dragoon was potting, and my Ninja, who should be sitting on the Crystal pushing it, is in their backline playing Metal Gear Solid, going Solid Snake mode. And we're not pushing at all. If you actually look, I think the Crystal sits idle for like 3 seconds.
Yes.
It's right here. This is big. The little time where you step off the point is actually really big because as soon as you cross this wall where my mouse is at, when you cross that wall, you're in a really safe spot because the enemy wants to step up here. They have to peek around either corner and they're just going to die. But we don't get across this wall because we have no one pushing the Crystal. Okay. So we call a target. You're not hitting the same target as me, clearly, and I'm not hitting the same target as you. We don't even kill the Summoner. We waste all of our bursts, and you're still in their backline. And you're stunning random people. All right, so at this point, we can look at 2 melees and a white mage in the enemy base. A Relay Reaver just respawned. Why are we here? Why are we here?
Is there a why, man? I cannot provide any explanation.
How did we get here?
I think we got here because I'm not prioritizing the front to back mentality.
We would never have been here if you weren't there for the last 30 seconds, buddy.
I should have literally just been like Terrico should like after this. Hold on.
After we kill, you're good.
Just press play. So like right here, if I'm sitting on the Crystal, like this one marked target should like easily be dead. I could be throwing shurikens. Okay, so you can't see my mouse, but like basically where Bumbleflex is standing. If I'm standing where Bumbleflex is standing, and I'm just like throwing damage here. Bumble doesn't have to be in like such a precarious position because he gets like bursted trying to push the Crystal, and I'm like literally like the zero braining in the back there. So
not just that. If you are taking damage and they turn on you, how am I supposed to save you? You have a healer. Healers excel at healing. If you were playing where Bumble is at and I need to spot heal you, I can do that. But if you start dying back there, you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna mess with myself. I'm gonna Huta myself, Sakuchi out. You shouldn't have to do all that. You can let me do that for you. You can let me heal you, play front to back, and we kill these guys for free. You're going on an incognito mission in their backline. That's making it's making it harder for your team to play the game, right? Play around your healers. Play front to back. Play around your Bard. He's probably not even getting Bard buffs because he's in their backline. If you look at the debuff list or buff list, he doesn't even have a Bard buff because he's line of sighting his Bard.
Yes, I'm not receiving the song. Yep, you're right.
You're line of sighting your Bard, you're making it so I can't heal you, and you're not even getting anything done. Okay? This pressure isn't needed either because we killed a Relay Weaver. So we can just play front to back, push the Crystal for free, and break 50 for free. And then force them to take the fight on the point. And you know how strong Ninja is on the point when you can Doton, Fireball, do all that stuff?
Yes.
It is so much stronger than having to throw shurikens.
Waste my time in the backline. Yes.
Okay, so I call the this guy here. I poly him. We're just not on the same target.
I'm hitting the wrong guy. Yeah, I'm hitting.
And it's okay. As a melee, you don't expect your healer to be calling, and that's not normal. But it is good on white mage. So you're hitting silver deeds. Again, I'm sure you can see now why I'm kind of tilted. You know, if you were just hitting the summoner that was in poly, he would have died 10 years ago.
Yes.
Why are we hitting okay, so we had a chance to hit silver deeds here, but by the time I called the summoner, who was in the front line and who wasn't? Let's look at where silver deeds is at and where the summoner's at. We have Tarek on the front line with the summoner, and silver deeds is in the back line, and Rami V is on silver deeds. You can see the one marker, you're standing next to this guy, and then you just ignore him. And you just run straight for silver deeds, man. Like, I get it, you want to stop the pot, I get it. But you just shouldn't have put yourself in that tunnel vision.
Bro, I swear it's actually so funny. Oh fuck, boosted monkey.
It's all good, bro. It's not just you, it's you too, though. That's the thing. I mean, that's why my mind broke, man.
It's good because like I haven't really like reviewed my gameplay in a while, so this is like a good wake up call. I feel like I don't really value the front, so like when it comes to LP, I'm super front to back. I don't do anything else. When it comes to solo queue, I'm like super undervaluing of the front to back mentality. But I think it's like just pointless. I just play the same way. I just play the safe LP style in solo queue. Like there's no reason to like have two separate play styles. I think that's like the thing that I'm picking up from here.
Absolutely. So I used to play a lot more like you do in this VOD, or a lot more like you do in solo queue, and actually just stopped doing it completely. I literally only play front to back, and it's working out so much better for me. On Dragoon, on Ninja.
This is done, like I'm gonna queue up some games. You know, hit close target only. Here we go.
You and me are good players. We are good at our job. We are good at pressing our buttons, but we can still make better decisions. That's what's gonna stop us from, you know, getting to where we need to be, by seeing stuff like this and being like, this is the wrong play, right? You can be the best player and still make the wrong play, but you need to acknowledge it's the wrong play in those moments, right? So that's why, this VOD review is going to be healthy, and anyone watching this, if you find yourself tunnel visioning and you ask yourself why you lost some of these games, watch your VOD. Ask yourself if you're playing front to back. Ask yourself if you're hitting the wrong target. A lot of the times the answer will be yes, right? And you could be doing something differently, enabling your team better.
You're going to have to take the ego check. Like, you're going to have to swallow the pills, you know, the hard pills that, you know, you play a fucking bad, you know? Like, there's no, like, you know, it's perfectly fine to receive criticism. This is not like some kumbaya shit where it's like, oh, let's be nice. Like, no, you played bad, so this is the reason why you played bad. So
100%,
just fix
100%.
it, you know? Just fix it.
Yeah.
We go next.
So another thing too is we have the bard is potting right now at 1k mana, which is the best thing to do. God bless his soul. And the black mage should be wise manning, 10k mana, full HP, whatever. But we should see this and realize we're just way too deep. After we filled the dive where my mouse is at, around the elixir that's usually here, we should just be backing off and going to the point. But the problem is that we just tunnel vision way too hard. You put me in this spot where, do I want to cover your mistake and possibly die?
I remember, like, I was in Narnia and I see you walk up to try and heal me and die, and I think to myself, fuck, I got him killed.
But I'm making the conscious, you would have died, right? You would 100% died. So I'm making the conscious decision to follow your dive and try to get both of us out or have one of us die, right? And the other thing too is, look at the LB bars. We're not even a minute into this game. That whole conversation about accelerating the match, because we killed the Reaper never gened his LB fast enough, and we're gonna have Black Mage and White Mage LB on the point. Okay? If we just play slow, go back to the point, and take this next fight, we win for free. When you kill people, they can't gen LB. Right? So we don't have to make this extra play. We won the opening fight. When you have classes on 60-second LB timers, specifically White Mage, you have the luxury of playing slow. At the 4-minute mark, you always win that fight. If they didn't have a White Mage and it was just me, we would win the next fight for free. Okay, yes, so agreed. The other thing too is Temperance. I'm not sure if it gets line of sighted. I'm not that much of a White Mage player, but I know Bard buffs do. Again, going back to the poor Bard. All of his buffs are being line of sighted. This guy doesn't climb because he gets Rami beyond his team. Okay, that's not actually why, but still. He's not getting any value out of his class. It's true, it's real.
Bubble Flex deserves to be in Crystal, man.
He's not getting any value, man.
Bro.
Okay, like, I'm not even getting his buffs. It's just the fucking black mage on the point. Okay, so this is all stuff we need to think about more. Good players don't even think about this stuff as much as we should. When you have a bard, maybe try playing with your bard more. Maybe play with your range people that need you to play front to back. It's front to back isn't just about killing them, it's about your team as well. It makes it easier for us to play around you, okay? So we're gonna watch Rami B do some solid snake stuff. Now Yuri Tsukihana, buddy. Okay, this guy just doesn't know how to stop pressing W sometimes. Like, there's 4 people, Aurelia Weaver, I think Aurelia Weaver ran past us. Is that true?
I think
he did. I think he ran past us and went to the crystal. Yes.
Yeah, bro. We got ratted, bro.
Okay, so let me turn. Yeah, no. He's okay. So Aurelia Weaver's there. Yeah, yep, and he's running right past everyone.
He just went right.
Yes. He's running right past my entire team.
He is playing optimal crystal conflict.
Okay. Is my bard and my black mage, are they ever killing that Reaper?
Nope.
They are never killing that Reaper. Aurelia Weaver is taking a 2v1 on the crystal. The objective is not moving. The win con is not moving. And we are 3v4ing their backline with losing odds and losing mana. Okay? We should never be here. As soon as that guy sprints past us, we need to go to the crystal.
Yes,
but we should have been there to begin with.
Yes, dude, that was so
okay.
fucking
So you can see you can see what holding W too hard and losing track of the objective does to your brain. You don't even notice that guy sprinting past you.
He doesn't even have stealth, bro. He just straight up walked past us all.
And now what's gonna happen is 4 of them are gonna start hitting us in return, and we're gonna have to run past the checkpoint, past our poor backline to get out in pot, and our backline is gonna be fighting 5v2, right? They will have to fight the 5v2 because we're gonna have to leave in pot or we're gonna die. So this is never the right play. We should never be here. Okay, we're gonna play. We're gonna see when we back off. Yuri Tsukihana, Aurelia Weaver comes back. We get white mage LB'd. I take everything. I waste my white mage LB. Okay, if I didn't die there, they're gonna die there. Okay, someone's gonna die, and then Yuri dies next. We just should never be there to begin with, right? So here, I have an LP mentality. I can just run out of base, but I'm like waiting to think what we should be doing. So I'm healing this guy. I don't want this guy to die. We just like look at what happens. Our entire team falls apart. All right. At this point, we realize we should have just played the point. So when you get picks, when you win team fights, when you're fighting a 4v5 or a 5v4, sorry, think about what the safe, smart play to make is. Running into their base, trying to take whatever fight you want to take is just not worth it. The first respawn timers are 10 seconds. That Reaper is going to come alive instantly, and he's going to run past your team, go to the crystal, and stop you from winning the game. Okay? So our entire team's staggered now. I think I'm spamming like back off or whatever. Our black mage is spawning, Rami B is spawning. Let's see what Yuri Tsukihana does. This is really troll by me, by the way. I did not need to pick this corner.
I mean, peek and you live and burn resources. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world.
Nah, it's pretty bad. I'm trying to think because so I only peek here because he elusive jumps, and I'm thinking, are we going or are we not? I didn't expect Aurelia to jump on me, honestly. So he's doing the right thing. This guy's definitely doing the right thing. So my Dragoon walks around this corner. He's cosplaying Sir Moon for some reason. He just LBs blindly into 5 people with guard while the Reaper's hitting me. Don't be this guy, right? You can't necessarily peel me, but what are you getting done over here? What can this guy possibly get by making this play? What's the best outcome? They don't see his LB. They don't press guard. They take a bunch of damage. His stats look nice, and then they don't die. Do they ever die here? I don't see a universe where these guys die. So the Reaper's fighting me now. Like, I don't see the universe. This is smart. This is already a 4v5.
I feel like you're correct. Like, I'm just like, you know, I'm soaking in it. Continue.
It's okay. So Okay, what should we be doing here? I'm waiting for Rami B to come back
think
alive.
he
Our Black Mage just
Whirlwind
spawned.
Thrust, and he's
Yes, he
thinking,
did.
he's gonna do like a big combo here.
Like I said, he's cosplaying Sir Moon, bro. Okay.
But the main issue is that like as soon as Aurelia goes on you, it's like you need help.
And the disrespect to the enemy, by the way. The disrespect to the enemy to think that they're not going to see your LB. You're making a play that only works when the enemy is bad. You should never defend those plays. You should never be making plays that only work because the enemy is bad. You should be making the right play against the best player. Because if the enemy is bad, the right play is even better. Right? This is never the right play.
That is actually something worthwhile because I feel like I do a lot of bad plays that I feel like, oh, they're not gonna know what to do. Like I'm just gonna get away with it, and then I just fucking get caught, right? So it's like that is correct. I should not be relying on. I shouldn't be relying on these like stylish outskill bullshit. I should just be playing normal, which is like goes back to what you're saying.
We all have fundamentals, right?
Yeah.
These are actually good players. I'm allowed to criticize them because I know they know better. But when you play in solo queue and you're playing against awful people and what you do works 9 out of 10 times, but then all of a sudden it doesn't, maybe it isn't the right play anyways. You should be making the play that should work 10 out of 10 times. You should be looking at it as these are the best players, okay? And if I make the right play versus the worst players, it's gonna be 10 times the reward. Because it should always work no matter who you're against. So our ninja is respawning. The Reaper doesn't have the damage to kill me because I'm behind a wall. And then my Dragoon just gets like blasted with everything, which he deserves, which they absolutely deserve. Okay, if you're going in 1v5, you waste your LB and they use everything on you, you deserve to die there. Okay, there's just nothing else to say. So we're gonna take this fight. We do win this fight.
Everything? Yeah.
We do win this fight, yes. But it's not because the Dragoon made the right play. It's because they are awful. So I don't like this scenario.
Well, it's more like if they spend everything on the Dragoon, then we get a free.
No. That's not how you think about it. No, okay. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You play LP. You know better.
Alright.
You know better. If this was LP and someone did that and we used everything, we'd win the game.
I mean, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And okay, you can't just say it's solo queue, so it works. No. These are my two best players, the Dragoon and the Ninja. I need them to be my teammates. Bumbleflex is D4 and he's making better decisions. He's not the strongest player, but he's being smarter.
Shout out to Bumbleflex.
If Bumbleflex did that, it would be even worse. He didn't. He's playing smart.
He's actually the carry, bro. Shout out to Bumbleflex.
Seriously, dude, this guy played out of his mind in this game. So I poly to peel you. We tried to okay, the other thing too is let's go back a bit and talk about why what Yuri did is bad. They break for free. We win this fight somehow through 3v5. I don't know how we do it. Sure, they wasted resources.
White Mage LB, and then we clean up off of that.
But the problem is that they broke for free. And we don't even have a counter push. And we're still staggered. So now they have the push advantage and they're at 55%. So for us to win this game, we have to ace them. We have to kill all of them, push to 50, break the crystal, and go past 55. Now our odds of winning are looking like 30% when it was like 70, 80% before. Okay? And that's all because the crystal, needs to be pushed from point A to point B. The crystal is the objective. The crystal is your win con. Okay? So if we're dead and we're taking terrible fights, it's not team deathmatch. This is not Call of Duty. The crystal is how we win the game. We have to push it all the way back to their base. They're going to be all alive at the same time and take better fights. Now they have the luxury of playing defensively and playing slow again. We have to be on the offensive for the rest of the game. Okay? So we're going to win this fight. This guy's going to down point, which is actually the right thing to do. Aurelia Weaver should have just left, but it's fine. You know, he's doing Reaper things. And then I think he actually lives for a bit. Okay, so I'm pushing the crystal here because someone literally has to. Our win con is pushing the crystal. We have everyone alive. If we chase the Reaper, we want to kill him, but we need to make sure that we actually push the point, right? So Aurelia is staggered from the rest of his team. Rami B is wise manning. Why do you step off the point?
Ugh, dude, that's trash.
Why do you step off the point? You see me potting. Okay, I hate this in solo queue.
This is the stuff right
This is the thumbnail right here, bro. Solo queue, man.
Off the point while you're potting.
You like Bumbleflex doesn't know better, man. He doesn't know better, so I'm not upset at him.
I'm like,
You guys don't even have to do this. You don't have to chase them. Because he shouldn't be there. You should pretend the summoner is never there to begin with. He should be sitting next to his base. Or dead. One of the two. This summoner doesn't exist to me. That's why I'm not chasing him. Okay? This, like, if this is Wolves League 5 people in comms, we can do this. But we can't do this. Because Bumbleflex doesn't know better. And I'm potting. Okay, let's look at how this plays out.
I feel like that was so trolling.
Would you look at that? Silver Deeds is already back alive. His healer is alive again, and he Radiant Aegis himself. He doesn't even waste his LV. The summoner is alive. And look at Rami B.
This is the moment right here, man. This is the moment.
Holy fuck. Okay, let's take this all in. Let's take this on. Let's take it from the top. Okay, your white mage. The only person who's allowed to pot or needs to pot is potting. Okay, I need someone on the crystal. I don't care if it's you or Bumbleflex, I need someone on the crystal. You should see that Bumbleflex is not on it, and you should stay on it. You stepped off, Rami. Okay? You stepped off the crystal and thirsted this guy. Not only that, you don't even kill him, and then you still go in. You don't even hit the guy I have marked. And then you're in their backline, and then you get Machinist LV'd and drilled at the same time. And this guy's probably thinking, that's a haps. Machinist is so broken. I hate Machinist players.
How did this happen to me?
When we were in loading screen, we see in loading screen, we see Revna Lundor, and I even said, this guy has a Machinist LB with your name on it. And we should be going into the game with that mentality. Dude, you give them the freest scenario of their life.
My reaction is like, damn, how did that happen? Like a fucking mongrel. I literally gave him the kill for free. Oh
so you see me, I try to follow this guy. So the initial like dive, which is I don't agree with to begin with. I'm trying to follow you. I'm trying my best to peel you. But I don't want to die myself. When I get hit by the Mega Flare and I see these guys running to the crystal, I go back to the point. I think maybe this guy gets out, but I'm going to give him what I can. I run up to heal you. There's no way. So we pushed a 49.8. We don't even hit 50.
You just lost a fight for free. I died with LB up. You have to take a 4v5 at their side of the map. It's like so stupid. I don't even want. Oh my god.
You have to acknowledge it.
So wrong.
You have to acknowledge it,
bro. It's so bad.
You have to acknowledge it, man.
That's a bronze level play, bro. Holy fuck. I need to be banned
on
that one. I need
the thing is, our win con is the crystal. We have to play the point. We have to sit the point. We have to break the point. We have to go past 54.9, right? We should just all be knowing that and be ready to take the fight here. But the problem is that we just have no respect for the enemy. The sad thing is, there's a universe what Rami did.
True. That's like literally the main issue is that like I'm like super confident for no reason. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, I'm for sure gonna get out.
There is a universe where what you did works out when you win the game off of it. Was it the right play?
No, it's not because, well, first of all, it's like I just get bopped. But second of all, like I should have been aware that like, oh dude, I'm not gonna outplay a point and click Machinist LB. Like I should have been considering that. But I was thinking like, oh yeah, bro, I'm so slick, I'm out for sure.
Even if you could outplay the Machinist LB, should you be here?
No, because it's not front to back. Like if we just
what's our win con? I'm just trying to get you to say it, bro. What's our win con?
Yo, if we just sit the crystal.
Thank you. John Dark Souls from season 1.
Dude,
wise man, push crystal.
And like literally like hit these two range players that are on top of the potion. Holy fuck.
Aurelia Weaver is still dead, by the way. We could take a 5v4 on the point for free. With there's no downside. There's no downside to taking the 5v4 on the point for free. If you were to just play the point with me, with the rest of the team, what would the enemy be forced to do? What position would you put these two guys in, Silver Deeds and Terrico? They have two decisions. They'd have to
like die,
okay,
basically.
So they have two decisions. They can wait for their only melee player, their only tank to come back. They can wait for the Reaper to come back and try to take the slow fight, which they should, by the way. That's the right play. Or they're going to do what people do in solo queue, and they're going to run in because they're scared and they're hasty and they think they need to run in 1v5. And then they're gonna die, and we're gonna punish them. And you know what's funny? I told Rami V in DMs, if you didn't do this, I read Silverdeed's mind. I know this player. They are going to run in 1v5 on the point and press guard, and they're going to die. But they don't die because my ninja is inting harder. Okay? So we're going to watch what happens. We're going to read the future. We're going to look at Silverdeeds. Oh, look at that. The white mage ran in 1v5. Where's my team to punish this? Whether or not you made that play, this player was always going to do that. You should know that. You do know that. But you're so stuck in the, I have to make this 1v5 hero play because the only way we're going to win the game is if I use all of their resources and get in their backline because Azlan, Exo, and Bumbleflex and Rare92 are dogs. And I can't carry them unless I make this hero play. That's what I see when you're doing stuff like that. You don't trust your teammates. Even if your teammates are dogs, you still want to make the right play. Because you can only control what you do, right? So if you're dead, what control do you have over winning the game if you're killing yourself? You're putting the win con in everyone else's hands. Exactly. You take yourself out of the equation. When what Silverdeeds is doing here is taking herself out of the equation. She's going in 1v5. She's doing Rami B on the enemy team. But she did it after you died. And she gets rewarded for it. So she's going to guard on point, like I said, 1v5. Her team's going to come back her up. Revna's back up, Aurelia Weaver's back up, and my entire team is just gonna die. So, yeah, this game is about to end very soon. I'm waiting for my ninja to respawn. Look at Bumbleflex playing front to back. He saw that his front line inted, and he ran away from the point. So, is that you? You're alive. Cool, we kill Aurelia Weaver. That guy's out of pocket. So we still have a chance of winning. I like that, Rami. You immediately realized I need to play the point. You ran to the point. Oh, you could have done what Yuri was doing. Yeah, sure. It's a bit late. It's a bit late, but it's better nonetheless. Now, where's our Dragoon? Where's our Dragoon? Someone tell me where my fucking Dragoon is at. Okay, my Black Mage, no, he's in their backline. My Black Mage and my Dragoon are playing a different game. I'm playing Crystal Conflict, and they're playing, I don't know, League of Legends or something, man. They're not playing the same game. Because we can just kill this guy for free on the point, and we can push the Crystal, we can fight 3v5 and win the game, but I don't, you guys can't see the quick chat because, like, you know, I have the thing over it, but, man, you know, why is the White Mage living here? Terrico dies because... I mean, I don't know why they die, but why is the White Mage not dead? And now you guys are chasing, which is like, they should have been dead to begin with. Bumble is pushing the Crystal. Oh, look at that. Aurelia Weaver sprints past my entire team once again. This is the best player in Aether. I have more respect for Aurelia after watching this, honestly. This guy knows how to win games. He runs past Rami V, he runs past me, he runs straight to the point. And he's going to live forever because how is Bumbleflex in melee range and his White Mage going to kill this guy? It never happens. Our Dragoon is in their base. Our Black Mage is in their base. So Rami comes back. We're never killing the Reaper because we need our DPS here. So he comes out of guard. You're potting. This is, I don't know what you're doing here. You're full HP, full mana, but sure. White Mage LB to make sure you get your pot off. It's just such a bad pot. You don't need to. If you were like 2k mana, I'd defend it. But yeah, I White Mage LB thinking we can kill this guy because I have Poly after 2, and I want to stop him from stopping your pot. Trying to line it up, you can see that.
Oh, no.
I lined it up
I remember
with
why. No. I was potting just to see if he'd cancel guard early, but he didn't. So I just get the full pot off. Yeah.
Okay, sure. I mean, no, you got the full pot off because I used my LB, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah.
you can watch it again.
That's actually, yeah. That's actually like something I started doing, and I don't know. You can tell me if it's good or bad.
Okay. I mean,
I like potting in front of people's like I like potting in front of people's guard to see if they will bait, like if they will cut early. You know, and then if they cut late, he cuts late here, so I managed to get it off. But it's not really like that huge of a value pot.
It's not a huge value at all. I do it, but it doesn't really change anything. You know, like, you're full HP for mana. If you actually had a reason to be potting, it's fine. But you're just BMing at this point, dude. If you were 2k mana, no, hold on. If you were 2k mana, no. If you were 2k mana, it's fine. But because you're not 2k mana, it's not fine. You just don't have a reason to be potting. You could be stunning the fucking summoner. You could be doing something else. You can be putting damage into someone. Basically. Yes, anything else. It's just downtime. Downtime in this game is bad. Okay? So, why does this guy not die? I feel like I'm making the wrong play here. Where is my Dragoon? Where is my Black Mage? We're 2v3 on the point, which is the objective. I White Mage LB him, I poly him, I do 30k damage to him, and he just runs away and lives. Bumblefucks is the only person hitting this guy. Right? Like, I just don't understand the solo queue mentality. What are those two doing? What are they doing back here? Oh, now they're hitting him. Where has Yuri been this entire time? You know, where's this guy been? We haven't seen him for the past minute. I'm the one calling targets. He should be calling targets and playing the point. Okay, so we finally get back to 50. They have every LB in the game. They use everything. The game ends in half a second, so I'm trying to stay on it. I get Akmorned. It's too late for us to try to act like the objective matters because we played awful the entire game and we lose. That's how this game ends. Okay? So let's just wait for it done. We'll talk about it a bit more. Alright, that guy dies and the game ends. Sure.
Alright, man. I have to apologize for giving you the minus 100. But here's the deal. What I got from this session, thanks for coming on. Let me just recap. Let me just see if I learned anything. First and foremost, I do not have to do this like dumbass like 1v9 shit. Because first of all, if it works, then the opponent was bad. And if it doesn't work, well, I deserve to lose anyway. I think the big eye-opener was like, I remember that Machinist LB. And I remember when I was playing, I was like, oh, man, this guy uses Machinist LB on me. That's whack. This shit is lame. But then like watching it in the VOD, it was like, hold on. I'm literally like so free. I'm a freebie. I donated this shit to him. You know, that's my fault. That's not him being like a griefer. That's my fault for being so grossly out of position. The second thing is you made like a huge emphasis on the passive like gameplay environment. Like because I'm in the fucking back line, my teammates. So it's like a looping circle. So like I feel like I don't have a team. So I play in the back line 1v9. But I'm 1v9, so my team can't help me. So then I just fucking die. And now my team can't help me, so I feel like I don't have a team. So I play like I don't have a team, so I go 1v9. But I'm 1v9, so my team can't help me. So do you see how this fucking shit like just loops itself? That's so crazy, man. This is actually like a fucking the I have no team mentality creates itself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it absolutely does. I think I was primarily a melee player for all of Season 1 and most of Season 2. And when you only play melee, you look at the game through your lens only. And you know what you can get away with, and you know what you can and can't do. The problem is that Crystal Conflict at its core is a team game based on an objective. There's an objective win con, which is pushing the crystal from point A to point B. And certain people are going to do better at pushing the crystal, playing around the point. Certain people are going to do better at putting CC, doing damage. And when you put all those things together and you play together, you win games. In solo queue, you need to identify how can you enable your team to the best of their ability. I don't care if you have the worst players on your team or the best players on your team. You need to be playing around them.
Well, it's not even about like the team, because technically we have the better team, but like I'm
We
literally
absolutely
like
do.
I'm literally like mental booming for 0 here. It's like trash.
But the thing that, okay, imagine I'm not your white mage. Imagine a random white mage who has no ability to follow the shit that you're doing or thinking the way that you do. You would lose even harder or win even harder, maybe. I don't know, right? But the problem is that you are not making the right play to begin with, and because we are all good players in a solo queue match, it's amplified because you're doing things that you feel the need to do with bad players. But I'm telling you, if you were doing the right play to begin with, you would have just won that much easier. Okay? So I just don't like the idea of people defending a bad play because they feel the need to do it and it works out most of the time. That's the bottom line here. Okay? I've been in that mentality. And you've been in that mentality and you found yourself in that mentality watching this VOD. You know I'm on your team. You know Yuri's on your team. Okay, first of all, Yuri's a fucking inter. Send this to him later. Sorry.
I mean,
but
he can watch it if he wants. Like,
he
I honestly
needs to
think
watch
Yuri
this
just
later.
plays the game for fun. That's my
No.
Like,
I swear he knows better.
Half the time.
No. I swear he knows better. He knows better. Trust me.
All right, well,
it's all good though.
We'll send it to him. We'll see how it goes.
But either way, the Bard doesn't have a team. This is the only like team reliant class in the game, like to its core, and he doesn't have a team playing with him. That's another point, right? You don't see Bards often in solo queue or in any echelon of play, but the least we can do is play around this guy, right? The least we can do is play around the Bard. The least we can do is play around our backline. So what ended up happening is you have 3 solo queue-minded players making solo queue plays that are the wrong plays, and they're actually counteracting each other because Yuri's diving one guy, Rami's diving another guy, I'm playing the point, and Rare is like playing ninja black mage, you know, following these weird calls, and no one's playing the point. Aurelia Weaver ran past my team twice and stopped the crystal from moving for 2 minutes. Okay? That guy knows how to win games. He knows that he can't do anything about you, and he knows you're never killing his backline, so he ignores your ass. And he just makes Bumble and I 2v1 him on the point. He died, what, twice? 3 times? But every death was good, except for the one on the speedway where he could have left. The 2 deaths he had were good deaths. Because he stalled the game forever. Okay? Yeah, this was hopefully insightful. I mean, sometimes you just need to ask yourself if you're doing the right thing, right? And like in the game too. Not just in VOD reviews. If you die and you feel like you're out of position, ask yourself why you're there to begin with. And if you go far back enough, you'll find that you made a bad play and then you make a worse play, so then you end up in this tunnel vision spot where it's like you just do the same damn thing every game, you know? You just play like that every game and then you wonder why you're losing games. So yeah. Go ahead. Rami.
No, I'm here. Yes. No. I feel like I'm just absorbing it. Like, yes. I feel like I cannot really blame anyone anymore because watching this game, it's apparent to me that like I've been playing under the wrong operation. Like I've been playing under the incorrect operation. Like my order of operations is incorrect.
What would you say your number 1 priority is in solo queue?
I feel like I've been playing solo queue with like this weird mentality where like I'm playing it as if like I do not have a team. What I have to do is my priority is I have to split up the attention of the opponent team, get like a split going so that maybe they send 2 or 3 people on me, and then allow my team as a 4-man to front end the 3 people. But that's like so pointless, and I don't need to do that because what ends up happening is they will just avoid the 5 teammates or the 4 teammates on my team, turn around and 5v1b and actually kill me, and then they'll then take the 5v4 on the opponent team. And that's what's been happening, and that's what happened in this VOD. That's what I just saw myself do. I literally went into the team like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do some crazy shit, and I just instantly get boom, marksman spited drilled, and like, oh get wrecked, nerd. Like you have no chance. And that's my fault. Like I can't blame anyone else for that. And I was never gonna realize that inherently. You know, I needed to see this. This is why, like, when you sent me with that rage DM, like, I actually appreciated that because I was like, oh damn, you know, he has the footage. Like, I should check this shit out. And I feel like this has been like super productive for me, and it's super productive for like other like ninja players, like, you know, that feel like they You know, so there's like a gap. There was like a gap in my gameplay. Like, why is my usual shit not working? You know, and it's because like my usual shit is like this game plan that severely depends on the opponents being bad.
Hit the nail on the head, man. It depends on the enemy not having hands. That's why it works out. If you're making the right play, it should work versus every kind of player. If they play better out of your proper play, that's just them being good. Hero plays just don't make sense to me anymore. I used to do it. I have like a terabyte of VODs from Season 1, Season 2, just watching my gameplay, and I physically cringe. I make so many hero plays on Dragoon. I just feel the need to go in 1v5, stall the point forever, like dive their backline, just do dumb stuff.
Oh my god.
And I'm making my team suffer.
Yes, I was watching a VOD of myself where like I was going in and stealth stalling the point, and I'm like, holy fuck, that is not gonna work anymore, bro. It is not Season 1. And then like I'm playing against Jay on Crystal Data Center, and he just like Rising Phoenix is the point. I just didn't get media drives. I was like, exactly. Shit, he's right.
so you find yourself getting punished by a better player. So that play all of a sudden doesn't work anymore because someone better can outplay it.
Yes,
so should you have made that play to begin with? Absolutely fucking not.
First place.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. That's what made me realize it too. So like Sir Moon does this stuff too, where like, he'll like roar out of stealth, and like to me I'm like, that's kind of dumb, but what I'm doing is only working versus everyone else except Sir Moon. So I shouldn't have been doing that to begin with. I shouldn't be running in 1v5 in stealth. Because you play against someone with half a brain, and they punish you for it. And all of a sudden, you lose your games.
And also, it feels weird on the receiving end, because I can't even put together that it is a bad... Like, I can't put together... Like, on that moment when I got Machinist Marksman Spite, I incorrectly assessed my problem. Because I am thinking about my gameplay, but I'm thinking about it, I'm misdiagnosing the issue. I'm thinking to myself like, oh damn, that's so bullshit, that's a half, there's nothing I can do. No, there's actually something I could have done. I could have not been there. I should have been with my team. Because by being there by myself and 4 of his teammates, I gave him the freest decision of his life. But if I'm in the back with my team, he has to pick a target 1 out of 5. Now, he can still pick me, but if there's 5 other people around me, I still have a higher percentage chance of something happening in the counter. Like either he takes damage, or I get healed, or I don't instantly die. But I'm by myself in 5 people and I get marksman drilled, and it's just like fucking dead. There's nothing I can do. It's a wrap. And that's not
not just that.
It's not
with machinist, bro. Yeah, it isn't. But with machinist, you have to, it's a line of sight job. What if they just walk up to marksman fight you and I poly them? I've been looking for that. I'm not saying solo queue white mages will do that, but I've polyed marksman fight, so
I have a clip that I did that to someone where like I fucking literally like hug a corner and the machinist comes over and just dies for free. Those are beautiful.
So like, okay, do you still see my stream? Like, okay, this corner, the corner in the top right, if you're hugging there and then he's forced to walk up to pick you if he wants to, think about who he has to walk into. He has to walk into Bard Silence, Poly, Raiju, hopefully Dragoon damage, and Black Mage. Tell me that Revna is going to be able to kill you for free there, if you actually just played front to back, right? Think about how much you can punish them instead.
Yeah, it's like also like he doesn't get a chance to like just being amongst your teammates. Like maybe he'll panic press it on someone else. That's not guaranteed to happen. But I'm saying like I don't even give myself the potential to have something else happen. I gave him the guaranteed death.
You know what makes me most sad about your play? I play Ninja, man. I know what you try to do. This guy messwees himself, or not messwee. He Bunshin tries to Huton and he dies before his Huton goes off because he's like, oh, I have 26k in shield. I'm just gonna live for free. And then his shield never goes off.
Register.
Right? But if you like, I'm already trying to shield you. I'm already thinking about how I can help you, and you're just like, you're disrespecting me, if anything, right? Because you don't trust me to...
Yes, you're correct. I literally, I sent you this in DMs after. I was like, yo, my bad. Like, I literally played like I didn't have a healer at all. And I forgot that, like, I literally have, like, one of the better healers in the ladder on my team. Like, what the fuck am I doing? It's so tragic.
And the thing is though, is like even if you have the worst healer, you might as well play around them.
Yes,
because
because
healers
I
will
have to
do
give
better in
him the
healing environments.
opportunity to press
Yes,
buttons on
man.
me. He
Yes.
doesn't even. You don't even get the opportunity to press any buttons on me because I'm in fucking Narnia. And when you try to come and chase me to fucking press a button, you die. It's so fucking stupid. It's literally the shit I was talking about, where it's like, I have no team, so I'll play 1v9. And you try to play 1v9, your team can't follow because you're in the fucking Narnia. So then you have no 1v9. Like, you don't have any team. No, I have no team on 1v9. It's a fucking circle. It's a circle. It's a circle. I just
It's
this is it, bro.
absolutely.
We hit the gold mine here, bro. This is the enlightenment right now.
I think the next gold mine is the Paladin incident, man.
Oh my god,
That's the next one.
incident.
I need to teach you how to play against Paladin.
That'll be a next video. That'll be the next video, bro. For real.
All I'm gonna say is this, bro. If you applied what we're talking about in this match, and you were taking it into those Paladin games, you wouldn't be tilted.
Yes.
You're tilted
course,
because you're
because-
diving targets in the backline that are
bro.
never gonna die with the Paladin, and you're saying I can't play the game. There's a reason why that's happening, buddy.
Yes, bro.
I hate Paladin too, but you
I'm
can read them like a
actually
book.
so glad. Like, okay, real talk. I'm actually so glad that I diagnosed a problem in my gameplay, because it felt like there was like a point where it's like, okay, I've hit like a point where there's nothing else to diagnose. So that means I have no room to move forward. But now I have so much room to move forward. I can actually just play in a better way. There is a better way that exists, and I don't have to fucking do this shit anymore. God bless. So, you know, this is sort of like the fucking end here, but you know, do you have like a Twitch or something that you want to plug?
No shout outs, man. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I appreciate that.
As is, he's going undercover. He's like, already being on the video as a guest star is too much exposure. He doesn't want to get no.
I mean, anyone can DM me for coaching, but other than that, I'm good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
So are you gonna be the revival mentor? Dude?
I am not. I mean, I've never seen
Never.
coaching
Oh,
come out of
no,
those
never
guys,
say never.
but
You know, never say
hey,
never.
it is what it is. If people want help, they'll ask for it. You asked me for this water review like 5 times, so
Yes, yes.
I
I wasn't gonna let the rage DMs just be rage DMs. I was like, you know what, man? If you got the evidence, lay it on me, bro. Let's see the exhibit A. I mean, we got to like exhibit G, bro. We got like 7 exhibits.
I think it helps that I play Ninja, right? So I understand your mindset going
it's like
into it.
thoroughly. It's like you know what I'm trying to do already, and you know, like, well, I already know what you're trying to do, and here's why. Like, what you're trying to do isn't even if you had succeeded in what you were trying to do, it's pointless to even try to do that. Like, it's not that season 1 vibe anymore. Because I will say, like, back in season 1, you could literally just outplay everyone, and that's like usually like my style was just like slicky dicky on people, like swagging out, and it doesn't seem like I'm able to do that anymore, because like people are just like clumped up way together. You can't really force a split. Like back in the day, like I would just force a split and survive. Like I had 3 people chasing me in Narnia, and then their front line would lose, and I'll just rejoin my team in the front line. But that strat is trash now, because people just 5v1 me in the back. They just ignore the 4 people on my team, which is correct. That is the better way to play. Now I need to adapt. So I'm like you know, you gotta adapt, boomer. You gotta adapt. And I was like, yeah, yo, you know what? I'm adapting. Here we go.
I mean, I have VODs of like me playing Dragoon and getting like 5 kills in my LB like 3 games in a row because people would just stand in it. But I was still making awful plays, and it's the same with you and me, right? Like we would do dumb shit and get away with it, but we know better now, so we shouldn't be doing that anymore. So, yeah, for sure, this was fun. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, bro. I'm so glad that you decided to get on the show. Like, honestly, you are one of the better players on the solo queue ladder, and also like you know, you play Dragoon and Ninja, which are the 2 jobs that I have like the most interest in. So it's like a great opportunity. So thanks for coming on. You know, and normally this is where I'd be like twitch.tv/ whatever the other guys and shit is, but you don't have anything, so you know, whatever. PvP revival if you want to see Aslan Zoe. Aslan so fuck.
All right, for sure, man.
Yeah, I'll catch you later, bro. Peace.
All right, peace.